Shalom, shalom. Good afternoon, Mr. Bakar. This is Akbin. Akmoshi Ben Yahuda Yisrael, simply Akbin. How y'all doing this afternoon? Pray all is well with y'all. Yeah, I see the title. This has been circulating on social media, dealing with straightway ministry. Pastor Dowell and Pastor Rufus. I want to touch base on it. A lot of content creators been touching base on it. Salute to Ringo TV Raw, one of the YouTube OGs. Ringo TV, he been on this platform since 2008. I've been knew about Ringo before I even came into this truth as an Israelite. He been on the scene. So I just want to give my honor and salute to Ringo TV. He was like one of the foundation and pavements for some of these brothers in the truth, like brothers like New Breed, Flavillian Rollo, myself, and many other brothers in the truth, And what's funny about it, all these brothers and myself, we promoted Pastor Dow, I respect the work they do, but it's good to build a community. But Pastor Dow, he has an issue with arrogance and pride. He's a slave to pride and ego. He's no different from these regular pastors in the Sunday church, these mega church pastors. And for what he did to Pastor Rufus, like I don't even know how it all started. From what my understanding is from watching Ringo, he ordained Pastor Rufus like a couple of months ago, in October, and now we in March 2024, and now this is going on. This is absurd. And you wonder why a lot of people don't want to take this walk serious. They rather go back into the world. They rather go into some other spiritual practice, or rather go back to the regular Sunday church. Shalom, Chicky History Channel. Shalom, sister. But this is outrageous. You can't take rebuke like a man. Pastor Dow, you cannot take rebuke. I saw he did a video because Ringo did a 7-hour live stream. That's wrong because like I've been subscribed to Pastor Dow for like a minute, for a couple of years. Like I don't watch all his content, but I keep my ears to the street. And from my understanding, Brother Rufus or Elder Rufus, whether you call him Elder Rufus, because he is an elder, what they call him Pastor Rufus, he was like one of the right-hand mans of Pastor Dow. For one, he was like the second in command. That's what it seems like. 14 years this man gave his life to Straightway Ministries. 14, going on 15. And you're going to tell him you got 30 days to get off the land? That's what the Gentiles do. That's what the Gentile landlord do. That is evil. You should have just let the brother stay on the land. How dare you, Pastor Dow? You ain't the Messiah. You ain't the Most High. And that's a big issue in Israel. Our people worship these men, too much man worship. Whether you worshiping these consecrators on YouTube, these pastors in these churches, these camp elders, they are still men at the end of the day. They still got to put on their pants one leg at a time. And when they take a crap, it's gonna stink. They gotta brush their funky mouth in the morning. They human like us. They bleed red like us. They not gods. But you see what the problem is? A lot of these men that's in charge of these congregations, camps, communities, they want to lord over people. I thought the men's supposed to be men, Pastor Dow. You're not even letting the men be men, because a man's supposed to rule over his household. You're not supposed to lord over the other men. They supposed to rule their households in righteousness. You got a bunch of yes men at Straightway. That's what I see. That's what the Spirit been showing me. You got a bunch of yes men. And you can't get mad when people don't want to live on these compounds or do the compound living. Yes, it's good for our people to get out the cities, but you can't. Everybody ain't gonna be able to get out these cities. You don't know everybody's circumstances. And from me, I won't be too quick. I always preach this. I won't be too quick to get on nobody's land or compound. because I like my privacy. You see, a lot of people, they love their privacy. Nobody want to be watched over on the community. You know, now for those who want to buy land, you can still buy land, buy your own land, and just live on the land yourself with your family. You don't have to be on a compound, but this is wrong what you're doing to Pastor Rufus, because Pastor Rufus seems like he was a loyal man to Straightway. He good 14 years. That's loyalty right there. That's like you being on a job, working a 9-to-5 job. Okay, say like you're an electrician, and you made up to the rank of master electrician. In a company, you've been a master electrician and you got like 20 years in the experience with that company. You've been working for that same electrician company for 20 years, right? And you're a master electrician. And they just call you in office one day. Hey, got to speak to you. You thinking everything fine and dandy. Next thing you know, they let you go for no reason. You know, you're a loyal worker. You show up on time. You make overtime. You make the customer satisfied as a master electrician, and they pull you in the office and just want to excommunicate you for no reason. And that's what it seems like was going on with Pastor Rufus. That's what it seems like is going on with Pastor Rufus. You're going to tell that man, a grown man, an elder, you're going to tell him and his family, y'all got 30 days to get off the land in Georgia, Straightway, Georgia. Because allegedly, I guess, Pastor Rufus was like in charge of Straightway, Georgia, because they got many compounds. The main compound where Pastor Dowell at is in Tennessee. And I think they got like 3, 4, 5 of them, I think. From my understanding, they got many compounds around the country. But you want to post videos lifting weights, bench pressing 385 pounds at 57. So what? Damn near giving yourself a heart attack trying to lift that much weight at 57. The average 57-year-old man ain't trying to bench press no 385 pounds. What you trying to prove to every Pastor Dowell? Nobody impressed. Most men at 57 would rather still be able to get it up and please their wives than lifting 385 pounds. I'm going to keep it a buck. Most men at 57 are concerned of still getting their rod up to please their wife or lady friend, whatever. And that's real talk. I keep it 100 over here on this channel. The average 57-year-old man ain't trying to bench press 385 pounds, Pastor Dowell. What you trying to prove to people, man? Straight up, what you trying to prove? You know, and I know I have a small channel, because if I had a decent channel, his flunkies are probably trying to come over here. You know, they probably gonna come across this, but they ain't gonna say nothing, because you know they don't want to respond to small channels. But it doesn't matter how big your channel is. It's about the message and the voice. Yeah, I may not have a big platform, so what? My voice matters. I'm still going to speak on it. You know, I got a right to speak on it. It's my platform. I speak on what I want to speak on. Whether people like it or not, I don't give a damn. And I don't give a damn if they get mad, because their opinions don't matter to me anyway, because they ain't paying my bills and they not sleeping with me. And that's real talk. They not feeding me and I'm not feeding them. Real talk. But yeah, that's wrong what you done to Pastor Rufus, a loyal saint to your ministry. Because over the years, Pastor Rufus was like, you know, he was like the right-hand man, like one of the top dogs. He was like one of the top dogs in your ministry, Pastor. You gonna just kick him away like that? That's like the king getting rid of the general of his army. Say like if you a ruler of a kingdom, right? And you getting rid of your best advisor. You getting rid of your best military advisor or strategist. That is a buffoon move right there. That's a straight up buffoon move. But those who tuning in, man, welcome to the live stream. Like I said, you know, I'm just touching base on this. This just been circulating all over social media. I mean, and you see Pastor Dowell, you made that little video about Ringo. Ringo go, man, he gonna drag you. He gonna try to drag you for the rest of the month. Going into April, Pastor Dowell. You know, Ringo don't care, because he like one of YouTube OGs. You know, he been doing content since 2008, before I started doing content. Ringo been on YouTube before I even had a YouTube channel, because I used to tune in. Like before I made my YouTube channel, I used to just been a watcher, you know, a person that watched. And then I decided to make my channel in 2016, I think, something like that. Yeah, around 2016, that's when I made this channel. But I've been watching YouTube since it came on the scene, you know, but I just made this channel in 2016 and started doing content like in late 2018, early 2019. That's when I started doing content. And yeah, this is wrong. This is absurd. How you gonna call yourself a man of the Most High? How you gonna call yourself, a pastor of the Most High, a follower of the Messiah, and you gonna do this instead of y'all hash it out like men? Y'all could have, like you, Pastor Rufus, and all the elders of Straightway, y'all could have meet in a room, y'all hash it out like men, talk it out like men, and say, look, if I offend you, Pastor Rufus, look, this is what I'm doing. I'm gonna repent. You forgive me, brother. You stay on the land. You have 14 years invested in this ministry. You ain't going nowhere, brother. I don't care. We might be at bad odds for now, but we're gonna pray about it. You stay on the land, brother. But no, due to his arrogance and ego, you're gonna tell a man to get off you got 30 days to get off the land. That's eviction, like you a landlord or something. So you mean you're gonna tell him to get off the land in Georgia, and him and his family gotta go back in the city with no resources? That's evil. That's straight up evil. But that's okay though, because the Most High, y'all, he gonna make a way for Pastor Rufus. Like I said, it's gonna probably be a blessing in disguise for Pastor Rufus and his family. In the name of Yeshua. Real talk. That is, but you gonna get yours, because I just watched that video of you bench pressing 385 pounds. You going bald, Pastor Dowell. Something going on with that hairstyle of yours, bro. You're losing a lot of hair. So that's letting me know something ain't right in your spirit. If you're losing hair like that, you got a bald spot on your head like that, man. Yeah. And you got so many yes men in that ministry. That's not even men. That's weak men. Grown men being yes men. So in other words, nobody safe. No man safe at Straightway. No man or woman safe at Straightway. Because if you see something that's offensive or going against the scriptures and speak out against it, you're going to get kicked off the land. And then you wonder why people call y'all a cult. You wonder why people accuse y'all of being a cult at Straightway. And, now, like I said, I respect the work you're doing, Pastor Dowell. I respect what y'all doing. Y'all building. Y'all trying to live the scriptures. Y'all building. Y'all growing crops. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Y'all building houses. Y'all building facilities on y'all land. That's cool and everything. But spiritually wise, it's not right. You're not right. You're not right. So what if none of us ain't doing no work? You ain't the Lord of this nation. You ain't nobody. You ain't the Messiah. Most importantly, you're not the Most High. You do not have the final authority to snuff the breath of life out of somebody's nostrils. That authority belongs to Yahuwah El Shaddai, the God of Israel, the Elohim. And the mediator is his son, Yeshua HaMashiach, who the world calls Jesus Christ. Not no Pastor Dowell or your leaders at Straightway or any camp leader or pastor in these churches, whether it's an Israelite congregation or a Christian congregation, because that's a big issue. That is a big issue. And you can't take rebuke like a man. I thought you was a man's Pastor Dowell. You mad because Ringo openly rebuked you on YouTube last night? The book of Proverbs 27, verse 5. Proverbs 27, verse 5 says, open rebuke is better than secret love. Open rebuke is better than secret love. Huh, Pastor Dowell? You can't take rebuke, but you have the audacity to get rid of Pastor Rufus. And like I said, I don't know what caused this, because like I said, most of us, we just outside looking in, but it's wrong. In my opinion, it's wrong. You could have pulled Pastor Rufus to the side. Y'all could have hashed it out like men, and tell him, man, you don't have to leave the land. Don't leave the land. So if he do this to one of his top dogs, because Pastor Rufus was a top dog in Straightway, I'm going to just keep it a buck. Everywhere Pastor Dowell went, Pastor Rufus was right there behind him, being, like he was the right-hand man. The second in command. And that's what I seen, Pastor Rufus. I seen him as the second in command of Straightway. Now, who you going to replace Pastor Rufus with, Pastor Dowell? What, them Gentiles you got on there? Those hillbilly-looking Gentiles you got over there? Bald-headed, big-beard Gentiles? They don't want to be that. They wait for the opportunity to turn on your black ass. Real talk. Ain't no Gentile want to take orders from a so-called black man. That's real talk. They could say shalom, all that shalom, I love y'all, praise Yeshua and all that. In their hearts, in their Gentile hearts of hearts, you know, that WS demon whispering in their ear. You don't want to take order from that N-word. Just wait for the right opportunity and the fact on those N-words. In real talk, you're going to have a rude awakening, Pastor Dowell. You're going to have a rude awakening. Straight up. You can't even take rebuke. You won't. And then Ringo shared a post. I shared it on my community tab. Ringo shared a post on his community tab. He going to get the nerve to withdraw his Patreon from Ringo. And Ringo been promoting your channel for years, Pastor Dowell. All because Ringo going to openly rebuke you. You're going to withdraw your Patreon, your buffoon. You're going to give him more content. Ringo might go live later on tonight and go in on you. You probably, like I said, Ringo probably going to drag you for the rest of the week, going into April. Yeah, because the month going up, the first going to be on a Monday. Y'all willing? But it's sad, though. Grown men are afraid to speak out. If you speak out against any of the ills or straight way, you're going to get kicked out. Count it as a blessing. And you see why they scared to speak out, because they know they're going to get kicked out and they're going to be thrown to the wolves. They're going to be thrown back into the world with no resources. It's going to be kind of hard, because think about it. You got to think about it, family. Some of these straightway men, people that live on straightway, they went against their natural family because of straightway. They probably burned bridges with their parents, uncles, cousins, siblings. And so if they fall out with straightway, they're going to have nobody to fall back on. They're going to have a lot of amends to make up with their natural family. They're going to have to endure the ridicule or shame, because you know how family members are. You get out of say if you leave straightway, they're going to be like, oh, so you finally left that coat, huh? Your parents going to give you a lecture. They're going to keep reminding it, rubbing it in your face. I told you that was a cult, son. I told you that was a cult, daughter. Yeah, they're going to keep rubbing it in your face. So that's why a lot of people are afraid to speak out against the ills that's going on in straightway, because they know if they get excommunicated and thrown back into the world against the wolves, they got to deal with the brunt of it. They got to deal with the pushback from their family members. Oh yeah, because especially our people. If you a brother or sister get kicked out of straightway, you know how our people could be. You might get roasted. You know how so-called black people are. You're gonna get roasted by your own parents might roast you. They're gonna roast you around the holiday season. I told you that was a cult, son. Even grandma gonna roast you. Even your grandma gonna try to roast you and tell you off. You should have came to my church, child. You should have came and stayed with Jesus, but you want to go join that straightway cult, child. Yes, indeed. Yep. And that was funny when you had Elder Kabir trying to go at Ringo. Ringo put him in his place. Elder Kabir, you can't talk nothing. You can't tell Ringo nothing, Elder Kabir. You're a former NFL player. You know, you're and I think you're a Hamite. I don't even think you're an Israelite. Kabir, you're a damn African. You probably a Hamite, bro. So how dare you you a Hamite trying to rule over Israelites. You a damn Hamite, Elder Kabir. You know, your name look like it's an African name. Damn slope-headed Hamite trying to go against Ringo. Ringo, put you in your place, bro. Hey. That's okay, though, because Pastor Rufus, he going to prevail. He going to prevail because, man, Pastor Dowell, you cannot try to be arrogant and prideful, because all y'all got to do is tune in on the Friday nights on the Shabbat. This Negro be drinking beer and getting drunk on live on a Sabbath and cussing. Real talk. Because I tune in every once in a while. He be having a reader to read scriptures for him. And he'll explain the scripture that his reader reading, and then he'll talk his noise, and then he'll take a sip out of a big mug of beer. I'm talking about a big tanker, a glass tanker, like he in a bar or somewhere, like he in a pub. He drinking like he in a pub, and just, talking crazy, talking cussing and everything. And those men don't even try to rebuke him or correct him because they scared. They some yes men, grown men, probably some of these men probably in their 40s and 50s. And just don't want to rebuke the man. And the younger men, they terrified. Like the men in their 20s and 30s, they terrified. Because, you know, he's going to try to lord over him with age. So what if he old enough to be y'all dad? That don't mean he's y'all master. He's still a man like y'all. He's still a man like y'all. That's the problem in these Israelite organizations, camps, and churches, and Christian churches. Just because he a pastor, that don't mean he have a right to lord over the people. He's supposed to be a servant. He's supposed to be a servant because Yahshua is over every man and the Most High is over Yahshua. But a lot of these leaders of these organizations, they tend to forget about that. They tend to forget about that. Yep. But it's wrong though. It's very wrong. You know, for what he did. He could have tell Pastor Rufus, man, let's talk it out like men. But no, he's just gonna say, you have 30 days to get off the land. What kind of man of y'all do that to one of his loyal servants? What kind of man of the Most High does that to a fellow saint that been investing 14 years with the ministry? That's just straight up evil. That's straight up evil. Straight up. You know? And you wonder why a lot of Israelites just rather go solo dolo, and I don't blame them. Stay to yourself, Zion. You know, I know this walk could be lonely sometimes, but it's better to be alone than to be with a group or congregation, you know, or clique that make you feel like you're alone and just tolerate. And that's real talk, because a lot of people at Straightway or in an Israelite congregation group, whether it's on social media or in real time, sometimes you feel like you're just being tolerated and the spirit be speaking to you, but due to fear of being alone, you want to hold on to people that know they hate your guts and can't stand you for no reason. And then when the spirit push you to leave, you know, yeah, they're going to talk like you're behind your back like a dog, because I'm sure they're talking about Pastor Rufus like a dog. They probably calling him the devil. They probably calling him the child of Satan and everything, because that's how they roll that Straightway. But, you know, he going to prevail, though, because the Most High only time going to tell. We're going to see how things play out, you know. We're going to see how things play out. You know, Proverbs 27, verse 17, iron sharpeneth iron. So a man sharpened the countenance of his friend. What happened to that, Pastor Dowell? Iron sharpening iron. So a man sharpening the countenance of his friend. You know, Ringo showed a video. You call it Elder Rufus, your friend, brother. You say you love this man like a brother. You love this man. And now you're kicking him. Now you're kicking him to the curb. You're throwing him away like he's yesterday's garbage. Hypocrites. And you wonder why people don't take this so-called movement serious, all the Christian church serious. You know, that's why a lot of people leaving religion. They're going into spirituality. They leaving the Bible, and I don't condone that, because the Bible is the answer to all your problems in this life. You know, but you got a lot of people in this modern day world. They turn away from anything that's having to do with the Abrahamic religions. You know, they'd rather be their own God. They'd rather figure it out themselves. They'd rather go into spirituality and all that, because they see the ills of these organizations and churches. And they want to trust in man, but you're not supposed to trust in man. You see, that's the problem. A lot of people at Straightway, they want to put their trust in Pastor Dowell and the leaders. No, you can't do that. You're going against the scriptures. And with all this division going on, you scattering the sheep. Jeremiah 23 verse 1 says, woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pastor, save Yah. So that's what's going on. You're dividing the sheep, because how you going to tell people to unsubscribe from Elder Rufus' channel, Pastor Dowell? That is wicked. You know, I had fallen outs with Israelites in the past. You know, I cut ties with Israelites, you know, that I used to fellowship with in the past, but I'm not going to tell people to unsubscribe from their channel. You know, I don't roll like that. You know, I don't roll like that, because that's wicked. That's petty. And I don't got time for that. Let the people decide what they're going to do, because at the end of the day, it's up to the audience. It's up to the audience. And that's real talk. So Pastor Dowell, you wrong for that. You're going to tell people to unsubscribe from Pastor Rufus because you kicked them out of Straightway? That's petty. And people that unsubscribe from Pastor Rufus, y'all, that's just to show y'all can't think for yourself. Y'all sheeple. Y'all some goddamn sheeple. Real talk. Y'all some damn sheeple. Y'all can't even think for yourself, you know, because you're going to listen to Pastor Dowell say, oh, unsubscribe from Elder Rufus channel. What a shame. Y'all can't think. But yeah, you scattering the sheep, Pastor Dowell. Jeremiah 23 verse 1 says, woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pastor, save Yah. And that's what's going on right now. It's division among straightway. And you see all this, and I said this before, this year, 2024 is the year of the exposer. A lot of Israelites going to get exposed for the wicked Israelites they are. And it's just not Israelites, it's people in this world, world leaders. It's the year of the exposure. Look at Vladimir Putin. He just exposed the Russian icons, saying that the Messiah, saying Jesus was actually black. Look at Vladimir Putin in Russia. Even though he exposing that, that doesn't mean they still going to respect us, you know, because they Gentiles, the Russians, they Gentiles, you know. He a Gentile, Vladimir Putin. But 2024 is the year of the exposure. You're going to see more things getting exposed, whether it's on social media, real time, on the news. Y'all just keep your ears and eyes open. Facts. Keep your ears and eyes open. But yeah, Pastor Dowell, you are scattering the sheep because straightway in disarray right now. And a lot of people, and I guarantee a lot of people really want to leave, but they just don't have the courage because due to fear and they have nowhere to go. Because if they want to leave, they're going to kick them out with nothing. Because you see, Pastor Dowell, he's going to take all their assets. He might take your wife too, brothers, because he's known for that. They known for that straightway, taking brothers' wives. Now that's jacked up. How you going to take a man's wife? That's wicked. Ain't the commandment say thou shalt not covet? Let's go to the Big Ten. Let's go to the Big Ten, y'all. That's one of the 10 commandments. In the Big Ten. Let's go to Exodus chapter 20. Exodus chapter 20, verse 17, and it reads, Exodus chapter 20, verse 17, and it reads, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, meaning donkey, nor anything that is in thy neighbor's. Come on now, Pastor Dowell. Come on now. You have everything you need. You got a house, you got land. You know, you got 3 wives, allegedly. You got 3 wives, allegedly. You know, and you're probably trying to get you another one. How many more wives you need, bro? What about the young ox on that compound? You know, I'm sure you got some young upcoming ox, you know, that's probably like 18, 19, 20. They gonna want them a rib. You know, you greedy old man. You got 3 wives, nigga. You don't need no more wives. You greedy bastard. You know, you don't need no more wives. You got, you know, what about, you know, you got some ox, man, you know, they want to live out the scriptures. You know, they want to till the land. They want to have a wife, you know, and build up a family. But no, Pastor Dowell, you know, you want to try to multiply your stable like you a damn player in the world, bro. You wrong, man. You wrong, wicked. Shalom, much too much for you. Shalom, sister. But yeah, that's wrong what you're doing to Pastor Rufus, though, man, because he was a loyal servant. He was like the second in command. He was like one of the top dogs. And you just going to tell him he got 30 days to get off the land in Georgia. Whoo, that's straight up wicked. And this just proves that the book of Jeremiah is right about this. Let's go to Jeremiah 17. You know, because you can't trust in man. You can't trust in the flesh. You can't trust in man or woman. You're supposed to only trust in Yah, the Father and Son. Let's go to Jeremiah 17, verses 5, starting at verse 5, and it reads, thus says Yah, cursed be the man that trusteth in man and maketh flesh his own, and whose heart departeth from Yah. For he shall be like the heat in the desert, and shall not see when good cometh, but shall inhabit the parched places in the wilderness, in a salt land, and not inhabited. Blessed is the man that trusteth in Yah, and whose hope Yah is. For he shall be as a tree planted by the waters, and that spreadeth out her roots by the river, and shall not see when heat cometh, but her leaf shall be green, and shall not be careful in the year of drought, neither shall cease from yielding fruit. Verse 9, the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? I, Yah, search the heart. I try the reins, even to give every man according to his ways and according to the fruit of his doings. That's right. So you see what you doing, Pastor Dowell. Yahuwah knows your heart, Pastor Dowell. He knows all our hearts, and he knows our thoughts are vain and wicked, and he's going to judge us by our hearts. He's going to weigh the balances on the scale. And the way it's looking for you, Pastor Dowell, it's not looking too good for you, bro. If you don't repent of your arrogance and pride, you got that hardened heart like Pharaoh. You got that hardened heart like Pharaoh and King Nebuchadnezzar. The Most High gonna humble you, man. He gonna humble you. You better repent. And yeah, one of your flunkies might come across this. They may not come across this. Whether they come across this live stream or not, I don't care. They could talk their noise, but it's true. If you don't repent of your arrogance of that hardened heart, Yah is going to humble you like he did Pharaoh and King Nebuchadnezzar. And he might could do worse like he did to King Herod if you don't repent. And by the judge, by my looks of it, he's already working on you, Pastor Dowell. Look at your hairstyle. You're losing hair, Ak. You're losing hair. You're going bald. And you can't say you're going bald because of old age. That's them demons jacking you up, bro. Going bald from stress, and all the wickedness you're probably doing behind the scene is catching up with you. Y'all just check out how he got his hair shaved like a mohawk. And on the top of his hair, he going bald. He got a bald spot. Because I seen the video he did. He was lifting weights. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show the video. He lifting weights, straining. Matter of fact, let me get my fair use banner. Because you never know, he might try to, you know how some content creators is. Let's see if I still got my little banner. There we go. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try to speak about Pastor Dowell. Okay. Yeah, he lifting weights. Let me go ahead and share this. Y'all hold up. Y'all just tune in. Okay. Share screen. There we go. Now come on, stream, y'all. Don't mess up now. Behave. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and share this. Look at these yes men. Just watch these yes men, y'all. They scared. It's fear. This is nothing but fear. These young brothers in the video is nothing but fear. Just watch.
Seems to be a lot of people that get
I see StreamYard acting up again. Come on, StreamYard. Get it together. I was just sharing a video. Now I want to freeze up. Man, I hate StreamYard. This is a buffoonery. Y'all mad because y'all don't want the truth to be exposed. That's what it is. That's what it is. Y'all don't want the truth to be exposed.
Your past out there putting out weightlifting and stuff like that. Am I bragging or am I trying to doing it? Give some goals on you. You know what I mean? That speech go on.
There you go, lifting weight. Yeah. That's okay. I'm gonna just play it, and y'all hear it y'all gonna hear it on my phone in the background. You know, it's just many ways to skin a cat. I ain't got time for stream. Y'all want to act up? I'm gonna just play it on my phone in the background. Y'all gonna hear it. You know. Yeah, but these two brothers, man, they terrified. You know, two yes men, these young brothers, man. You could tell they terrified. He said, well, oh, I'm expired. You know, some yes men.
All right, so it seems to be a lot of people that get butt hurt about me making videos of lifting weights and putting them on paper. Can you believe that? And this old ass man right here. So let's ask the younger generation. So when you see this old man lifting weights and putting them on paper, do you think that I'm bragging or am I trying to inspire the younger generation? What do you think, Dante? I feel inspired.
Talking about, I feel expired. Look at that yes man. I feel expired.
Motivates me. What do you think, bro, McDad? Because you got some people out there on butt hurt, man. That their pastor is out there putting out videos. Look at it. Look at it. What do you think? 100% motivation.
100% motivation, man. Yes, man.
Because obviously you know what you can do.
How many 57-year-old man trying to bench press 385 pounds? Hold on. How many 57-year-old men, no matter what race he is out there trying to bench press 385 pounds? Not too many. They too concerned about their health, their men's health down there, and their heart health. They ain't trying to go lift no heavy weight like that, unless they Superman, unless they're a superhuman. But the average 57-year-old man in America, he ain't trying to go. He might go to the gym, but he ain't trying to lift no 385 pounds. Truthfully, he's trying to lift light weights, because the older you get, you're supposed to want to lift lighter weights, you know, and lifting lighter weights is even better because you could do more reps, and you last longer. You see, they want to deceive people, think, yeah, the more you lift, yeah, the more heavy you lift, you're gonna get bigger and stronger, but it's gonna be more wear and tear on your body. Why you think boxers don't lift weights? Boxers, like boxers and fighters, they do calisthenics. They run a lot, they jog a lot. They get their cardio, they do the shadow boxing and stuff. Yeah, the boxers, they don't lift heavy weights, most boxers and fighters. They do calisthenics and cardio, and they eat a lean diet. Yeah.
Brother Adam, what you think, man? You see them videos your past out there putting out weightlifting and stuff like that. Am I bragging or am I trying to inspire the next generation?
Man, that's arrogance. He's bragging.
Inspiring, and I think all of us hope to be able to do the things that you're doing at your age.
Give some goals, something to shoot for. See what I mean? We're going to get some more of the bros here as the feast go on and stuff, so we can shut down all you crybabies.
Now they got a video. They fight the part he lifting weights. Watch y'all him straining. Sounding like a dog.
just come back from vacation. A little bit off. 8 times.
So he did 8 reps. He lifted 8 times. But you could, that's funny, you could bench press 385 pounds, Pastor Dow, but you can't bench press the forgiveness off your You could bench press 385 pounds, but you can't get the weight of unforgiveness and pride and arrogance off your back. How ironic. You can make all the lifting videos you want. I don't care if you try to lift 400 pounds. You can make all the weight lifting videos you want, Pastor Dow. If you can't get the weight of unforgiveness and arrogance and pride off your soul, it's all for naught. That don't mean nothing in the eyes of the Most High. Even if you could have bench pressed 1,000 pounds, that don't mean nothing if you still got unforgiveness in your heart. You still got a hardened heart, because what you did to Pastor Rufus, it's not right. It's wrong. It's wicked. Yeah. So I don't care. You can make all the weightlifting videos you want, pin them on Patreon. That's not gonna change the fact what you did was wrong. Straight up. And this is why you can't put your trust in these leaders of these organizations, whether it's a camp, a ministry, a compound, social media platforms, content creators on YouTube. You can't put your trust in men. This is supposed to be your walk, your own individual walk. You're supposed to sup with Yah and Yahshua. Sup with them, not with your elders, not with your pastor, not with your reverend, because they don't care about their congregations. It's all about them. Pastor Dowell only out for Pastor Dowell. He's no different from TD Snakes, Creflo, Cash Flow Dollar, or Creflo Steal Your Dollar, Joe Osteen. He's no different from these men. The only difference between them, they just got a bigger platform. They got more revenue because they mainstream. That's the only difference between them. They make, like TD Snakes, Cash Flow Dollar, Joe Osteen and, Billy Hinn and all these other prosperity pimps, they just in the mainstream world. Pastor Dowell, he's not in the mainstream world. He's in the social media world. He's in the social media world. And he's kind of known around the Israelite community. Because that was 2018, I think. Ron Dalton, I think it was 2018, either 2018 or 2019. Ron Dalton made him Hebrew Man of the Year. That just boosted his ego up even more. When Ron Dalton gave him that award, Hebrew Man of the Year, and that following year they falling out. They had a falling out. Yeah, y'all can research it, man. Y'all can do your research. Yeah, Ron Dalton and Pastor Dowell, they had a falling out. That following year, after Ron Dalton gave him that Hebrew Man of the Year award. Just to show you, man, this is just, some of these people in this walk is a joke. It's a straight up joke. It's sad too. Yep. You can't put your trust in these men, because they are leading a lot of people astray. And you see, Pastor Dowell, you want to try to tarnish. As you trying to tarnish the name of Elder Rufus, your name has been tarnished, bro. Proverbs 22 verse 1, it says, a good name is rather to be chosen than great riches, and love and favor rather than silver and gold. So you see, Pastor Dowell, yeah, you may have, you got a lot of riches, you got the land, you got the charisma, you got the status. You the leader of the organization, but your name, what about your name, Pastor Dowell? What about your name, your reputation? Because when Ringo open rebuke you, it's just going to make your name get even tarnished more, because it just shows you that you a coward. You can't take the open rebuke. And then you made a video response to Ringo, calling him a little man, telling him he live in the city. You could talk all the noise about Ringo you want. Like I said, he's one of the YouTube OGs, and I gotta give him his prop. His studio is one of the best, and I mean that. Like, out of all the content creators I've seen on YouTube, Ringo TV Raw, his studio is off the chain, and I mean that, and that's sincerely. I mean, he's like maybe number 1, and Angry Man is number 2. Like in the black sector, Ringo TV studio is like number 1, and second is Angry Man. They might be neck and neck. They might be neck and neck. Because Angry Man, you know, he got the anime figurines, you know, he got what he represent, you know. He got a dope setup. But Ringo, his is definitely top notch. It's looking like it's professional. I mean, you know, and you know, it took many years of hard work to build that. He probably built that brick by brick from the ground up. What you got, Pastor Dowell? Your little studio, you showing all the military guns. You just pro gun. You showing all the guns in the background, the military gear, like you ready to go to war, man. You ready, like your setup look like something on Call of Duty, man. Like you about to go in Call of Duty. You're not in the army no more, Pastor Dowell. You're not in the army no more, bro. You don't need to show all that displays of guns and military stuff like you in Call of Duty. Come on now. Yeah. We appreciate your service, you know, because we salute veterans. I respect the veterans, you know, that fought for this country, you know, but bro, you've been out the military for what? A long time at least. Yeah, who you trying to intimidate? That's not going to intimidate people, man. But anyway, yeah, you can say all the stuff about Ringo. His studio is off the chain, you know, and I'm sure you got a lot of content creators that got bomb studios off the chain studio. But Ringo, his studio is definitely one of the best. Him and Angry Man, you know. And I mean that, you know. And I think that's why a lot of people hate on Angry Man in the Manosphere, you know. Because that was a wise move for Angry Man to do that, to break away from the Manosphere. Because those miserable brothers, they're going to keep you down, bro. Do your own thing. Walk your own path. That's the best thing to do as a content creator. You don't need to join these cliques or collaborate with other content creators. Do your own thing. Build your own table. You know, you don't need to sit at the cool kids table, content creators. This is just for new up-and-coming content creators, you know, a general message. You don't need to sit at the cool kids table. Build your own table. I'm sure your parents taught y'all that. Build your own table, brothers and sisters. Yeah, it's going to be a struggle. You got to always have humble beginnings. You got to have humble beginnings. You know, you don't need to sit with the cool kid table, man. Build your own table. And you could invite people to come sit at your table, you know, as long as they come with respect and sincerity. You know, you just got to have the spirit of discernment, dude. And that's a problem. A lot of us, we ignore the discernment. We ignore the spirit of discernment. Yes, we do. And I'm guilty of that. I'll be the first one to say I'm guilty of that. And just like y'all probably been guilty of it in many times in y'all lives, ignoring the spirit of discernment. You know that person ain't right in the spirit, but you still want to rock with them in your life. You know, we all could testify to that, whether we wasn't this truth or in the world. And that's real talk. And look, and that's what's going on with Pastor Rufus, man. You know, he's just been snaked by the L. They probably plotted against Pastor Rufus. They probably had a secret council and decide to vote him off the ministry and kick him off the land. Now that's just some snake stuff right there, straight up. That is some straight up snake stuff. But yeah, you know, I tell people, man, you know, y'all still stay subscribed to Pastor Rufus, y'all straightway people. Don't listen to Pastor Dowell. He ain't not y'all daddy. And most importantly, he's not Yah. He's not the Most High. Because I don't care who I fall out with in the past or fall out in the future. I'm not going to be like, hey, unsubscribe to this person because I had a fallout. No. Let the people decide. Let the people do, because the audience has the final authority when it comes to these YouTube streets. And that's another thing, content creators. You can't dictate to the audience who they shall watch, you know, because, you know, in a certain sector that I'll be in YouTube, you know, I'm going to just come clean. I'll be in the paranormal sector, you know. I'm subscribed to Paranormal Roundtable and Dark Waters. And they had odds with each other. I'm still going to watch both of their content, you know. I don't play, you know. Yeah, they had their little drama and all that, you know, a couple of months ago. I don't know what started all that because, you know, it was just getting out of hand. But like I said, I'm going to still watch both of their content, you know. And it should be like that for Pastor Dowell and Pastor Rufus, man. Don't listen to Pastor Dowell. Y'all stay subscribed to Pastor Rufus, you know, because that's to show you can't think for yourself. If y'all gonna unsubscribe from Pastor Rufus because Pastor Dowell told y'all to, y'all straightway saints, y'all can't think for yourself. Y'all some sheeple. Y'all some straight up sheeple. Real talk. Y'all some straight up sheeple. And that's facts. Big facts. You know, and that's crazy because you got New Breed making the stream about your Pastor Dowell, Ringo, Floridian Rollo. You know, I don't know if Mark the Messenger gonna make them. And I mean, these brothers was uplifting. These brothers was promoting you. All these brothers was promoting you for years, Pastor Dowell. And it's to show you, man, what kind of spirit you got, Pastor Dowell. You ain't right, bro. You're not right. You got the spirit of pride. You got an ego. And that's a big issue amongst brothers, man. We got to know how to check our egos. That's why brothers can't come together, man. You know, a lot of brothers can't come together in this walk. And I've been noticed that over the years. Whether you just see these Israelite brothers be on panels, man, it's toxic. They be going at each other's throat, taking it back to the street like they still in the hood. Oh, man, come see me, man. Come, you can't come to my city. I be like, bro, you don't own shit in that city. I can't get Negroes when they want to threaten another man online. Say, hey, don't come to my city. Hey, don't come to Baltimore. Don't come to New Orleans. Don't come to Arizona. Hey, don't come to Phoenix or whatever. Don't come to Chicago. I be like, what do you own in that city? Or do you sit on the city council? Some of these internet tough guys be acting like they got the key to the city. What kind of crap is that? Y'all be acting like y'all got the key to the city. To tell another grown man, oh, you can't come to my city. Just come to my city and find out and see what happens. I be like they're the mafia or something. Man, they need to go sit their nut asses down, man. Straight up. Because it should be the other nations saying stuff like that. It should be the Arab man saying that, the Asian man, the Gentile man, the so-called white man, because they running stuff in the city. They moving and shaking. You ain't running nothing in the city, black man, so-called black man. That's sad. That's sad. We could be running stuff in the city, but due to sin and our egotistical issues we have with each other, the self-hatred, the evil eye we have towards our brothers, we ain't running shit in none of these cities in America. We ain't running nothing in all 50 of these states. And that's facts. So how dare you gonna tell another black man, oh, don't come to my city. I wish you would come to my city. I'd be like, some of y'all Negroes never even left y'all city to tell that to another man. Some of y'all Negroes never even been to another state. Some of y'all Negroes never even left y'all mother's house. But I want to tell another grown man on there, oh, don't come to my city. Come to my city and find out. You don't want to come to my city. You get chin checked. Man, go sit y'all nut asses down, man, and grow the fuck up. Shucks. It's a problem with a lot of brothers, man. You don't want to grow up. You know, deflate that ego and man up. Straight up. Deflate that ego and man up. And you know, yeah. Sorry, but that's just a little rant I had to get off my chest. You know, I had to get that little rant off my chest. Every once in a while, I rant. But yeah, Pastor Dowell, if you don't repent of that arrogance, like it say, pride comes before destruction. Pride comes before destruction. And that's facts. All right, let's go to 1 Peter. 1 Peter chapter 5. And I'm going to start at verse 1. Since we're talking about elders, right? You think you can't be rebuked because you're elder, Pastor Dowell? You think, let's see. 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 1, it says, the elders which are among you I exhort, who am also an elder. That's Paul talking, you know, and a witness of the suffering of Christ, and also a partaker of the glory that shall be revealed. Feed the flock of Yah, which is among you, taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint, but willingly, not for filthy lucre, but a ready mind, neither as being lords over God's heritage. Say what? Neither as being lords over God's heritage, but being examples to the flock. How you being an example to the flock, Pastor God, when you want to lord over these men? You got grown men scared to speak up against the ills a straight way because you're going to kick them off because you're getting your feelings and your ego and pride don't want to get bruised. So you rather kick them off like you did Elder Rufus. So if you're going to kick Elder Rufus off the compound, no man's safe. It don't matter if you've been on straightway for 20 years. As soon as you speak up against the ills of Pastor Dowell, he gonna kick you off the compound. It says, feed the flock of Yah, which is among you, taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint, but willingly, not for filthy lucre, but of a ready mind, neither as being lords over Yah's heritage, but being examples to the flock. And when the chief shepherd shall appear, the chief shepherd, which is Yeshua HaMashiach, the Messiah, he's the chief shepherd of our faith, the captain of our faith. And when the chief shepherd shall appear, ye shall receive a crown of glory that fadeth not away. Likewise, ye younger, submit yourselves unto the elder. Now you see, he gonna try to twist this. You see, I'm an elder. You got to submit to me. No, we're supposed to submit to Yahuwah. You know, a lot of men, they want to talk about women should submit. A lot of men not submitting to Yeshua. A lot of men in this Israelite movement is not submitting to the authority of Yeshua, the Messiah, because they too busy trying to take his spot as king. And that's facts. Y'all want to talk, oh, woman shall submit, woman shall want to submit, she don't want to submit. Y'all Negroes don't want to submit to the authority of Yeshua. I'm going to have to call it out. I'm going to have to call out. A lot of y'all Negroes don't want to submit to the authority of Yeshua because y'all busy trying to take his spot. Like General Yahogbelly, ISUPK, trying to call himself third in command of him. You trying to take the spot of the Messiah. You filthy man. You filthy like the rest of us down here on earth, man. We in this sinful flesh. You know, we wake up in the morning smelling funky mouth, got to wash our dirty behinds. You know, we filthy. You know, we trying to be made clean through the grace of Yeshua. But it says, likewise, ye younger yourselves. Likewise, ye younger, submit yourselves unto the elder. Yea, all of you be subject one to another. What? So you want to talk, so you see he'll stop at the part where it says submit yourselves unto the elder, but it says, yea, all of you, yea, meaning everybody of the congregation, all of you be subject one to another, meaning serve one another, and be clothed with humility. For Yah resisteth the proud, and give grace to the humble. You heard that, Pastor Dowell? Let me read that again. 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 5, it says, likewise, ye younger, submit yourselves unto the elder. So you see, he'll stop right there and say, you see, I'm an elder. I'm old enough to be your daddy, Ringo. He said that about Ringo. So what if you're old enough to be Ringo's daddy? Let's continue. It says, yea, all of you be subject one to another. You still got to serve the saints. That don't mean lord over them, and that's your problem. You want to lord over the people, Pastor Dowell. You want to be a landlord, because that's what you is. You ain't no different from the Gentile landlords that a lot of our brothers and sisters got to deal with in these cities around the shores of America. It says, be subject one to another, and be clothed with humility, for Yah resisteth the proud, and giveth grace to the humble. Humble yourselves, therefore, unto the mighty hand of Yah, that he may exalt you in due time. Verse 6, 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 6, it says, humble yourselves, therefore, unto the mighty hand of Yah, that he may exalt you in due time. You're not being exalted by the Most High, Pastor Dowell. You're being exalted by men. It's man worship at straightway. You ain't no different from the camps. You could talk noise about the Israelite camps. You ain't no better than them, Pastor Dowell, because it's too much man worship at straightway. And like I said, when Ron Dalton gave you that award back in 2018, 2019, Hebrew Man of the Year, your arrogance level was over 9,000. If we had a scholar could read your arrogance and pride level, it'd be over 9,000. Dragon Ball Z wrestlers, by the way. Rest in peace to Akira Toriyama, legend in the manga industry. Your arrogance level went up. Your pride and arrogance level went up over 9,000 that day when you got the reward, Pastor Dowell. Straight up. It went up over 9,000. Yep. But yeah, man, that video, them brothers were scared. You got a lot of grown men shook at straightway. You got a lot of men that they not even men. They yes men. They weak. You got them under control. They can't even think for themselves. A man's supposed to be able to think for himself. He's supposed to be able to make his own decisions, whether it's gonna cost him, you know, sometimes he'll make bad decisions, sometimes he'll make good decisions. That's just part of life growing up as a man. You know, you can't even let them be men. You don't want them to be men over there straightway. You know, they yes men, they robots. They're not men, they robots. They robots. The only difference is they just bleed red. They got flesh and blood. They don't got circuits and oil like a real robot. That's the only difference is. But yeah, they robots. They fleshly robots. You know, they're not mechanical robots. They fleshly robots. That's straightway because they can't think for themselves. You don't let them make their own decisions. You know, and I think Mo gonna be exposed since this going on between him and Elder Rufus. You just gave Ringo more content. I'm calling it. Ringo probably gonna do more exposed content because you know people gonna talk. You know, you can probably have former straightway people come forward and talk to Ringo, give him information, and bam, there you have it. Pastor Dowell exposed. It's coming, y'all. Just watch. Y'all keep your ears to the street on this social media platform, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, mainly YouTube, because that's where his platform be at. You know, I don't think he'd be on the gram like that, Pastor Dowell. He don't be on all them platforms, but yeah, man, it's wrong what you did to Pastor Rufus. Like I say, I'm just on the outside looking in like the next content creators, but you didn't have to kick that man off that land. You could have hashed it out. You could have called him one-on-one and hash it out and say, hey, look, stay on the land, bro. Stay on the land, you know. You could have told him to keep the land. You should have told Elder Rufus to keep the land. All you have to do was say, if y'all wanted to part ways, still let him keep the name. Salakia. Still let Pastor Rufus keep the land in Georgia and just tell him you gotta forfeit the straightway name. You could call it something else. You could call the community something else. That's all you had to do, Pastor Dowell. If you want to part ways with him, you could have tell Pastor Rufus, hey, look, you could keep the land, bro. We're gonna part ways, but take the straightway name off. You know, you can't use the straightway name no more. And that'll be fair game. That'll be fair game. But no, you're gonna tell the man you got 30 days to get off the land. You know, him and his family, after serving almost 15 years of straightway, that is just straight up evil. That is just downright evil. Straight up. That is downright evil. And you're going to get judged for that, Pastor Dowell. It's starting already because look at your hairline. I mean, you got that weird hairstyle like a shave, more like a mohawk, and on the top of your head like you're going bald, bro. You're going bald. You might need some Rogaine. You might have to go get some Rogaine, bro. But you so wicked that Rogaine ain't going to even want to work. The Rogaine ain't going to even want to work. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here because I don't want to be on here all that time. You know, I wanted to say my piece about it. You know, like I say, I advise y'all to check out Ringo TV. We're all a new breed. They going in about it. But Ringo, he definitely going in about it. He did the open rebuke last night, 7-hour live stream. You know, and you want to see why he doing a 7-hour live stream. He a content creator. That's what he do. He a full-time YouTuber. And I'm sure he do other stuff on the side, but yeah, Ringo, he a full-time YouTuber, man. Ringo, he been on these YouTube streets, since 2008. He's one of the OGs. You know, he's one of the YouTube OGs. Like I said, I've been here. I want to say when I first came across Ringo, I was like, probably in my mid-20s. You know, if not, yeah, definitely in my mid-20s, probably. And that was like, hey, that show y'all time flies. Yeah, I definitely was in my mid-20s or early 20s. Yeah, definitely think I was in my mid-20s. Yeah, because he was doing content like he been on YouTube since 2008. Yeah, I had to been in my mid-20s, if not early 20s. Yeah, he been on these, and that was before I came into the truth too. That was way before I came, because I didn't come into the truth till like I was in my late 20s. Almost 28, 29. That's when I came into the truth. At the age of 28. You know. But yeah, Ringo, he been on this platform probably over 20 years, to be honest. Yeah, if he's been on YouTube since 2008 and we in 2024, that got to be almost over 20 years. Yeah, definitely. If not close, if it's not 20 years, it's definitely close to 20 years. But anyway, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Much appreciated. Shalom and salutations to the brothers and sisters that's watching in the clouds. You know, y'all be blessed, y'all be safe, y'all. And those who catch the rebroadcast, you know, shalom and blessings to y'all as well. But I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. Y'all have a good evening, a blessed night. You know, shalom and peace.